All right, Robert Drury back again on my quest to get to 2200. And I am going to try to find a 10-minute game. My current rating is 2134. I got, I believe, 9 points back today from a previous opponent who had violated the fair play policy. And in this game, my opponent is 2114, and he starts off with E4, and I will start with an Owens, which is B6. Bring my bishop around. Okay, like I talked before, I'm seeing this set up quite a bit. Go G6. If he was to push, I would immediately go to the F pawn, but he did not do that. So it's an interesting setup he's got. I can push the E pawn, bring my bishop out, knight out. If he still pushes the F pawn move, I can push my F pawn. And I haven't seen this setup before with the knight here. Okay. It's interesting. I can't take there. I can take here. And okay, I bring my bishop hitting the pawn. And do I want to come here? I can even come here and hit this again. You just push, I take. Or do I want to come here? Anyway, we'll do this. If he takes, I can actually take back with my queen. And this is where we're in a different version of a hippo. Actually, you may say it's not even a hippo anymore. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and castle. I'll go ahead and castle. Most likely, it's hard to say. Could come here. This is defended this way, so I don't have to worry about this move yet. Yeah, this is a little different. All right, we'll push here. We'll still keep his bishop off of this diagonal. All right, so he's coming this way. It's interesting. All right, let's come. Oh, I can't go there. I can go here. Okay. Push takes. All right, let's go here. We're hitting this. I may even bring my other. All right, I definitely don't like the take. I definitely don't like that particular situation. So I'm going to move my queen out of the pin. May bring the knight this direction. He can always push it out, but I'll be hitting the F pawn. Good take. Yeah, that's what he does. All right, no need to get rid of the bishop. If he pushes, I can take. Either push, I take. Knight will come here, reroute to here. And let's go here. And we come in here. He could very well push. He could push. This. Oh, okay, what's he doing? He's gonna come here. He could come here. All right, let's drop here. And if he moves this queen, we'll have to, at that point we'll have to push him out. This becomes weak, so I gotta keep an eye on this bishop and this. Yeah, he decided he was going to go that route. Comes here. I could hit him with this. Take the pawn. All right, now. Do I do that? Take the pawn. And let's do that. It can get a little dangerous here. We will see how this plays out. It didn't actually play out the way I thought it would. Come back in here. Hit it again. If I come here, he can just push. Take? No, taking doesn't seem right. All right, let's do this again and force him to defend here. Kind of just dancing with my knights at the moment. Or dancing with my knight. All right, let's do this. Let's get this out of here. Let's get it out of the way. I gotta take this direction. That would be hanging. Can I push him back? Where's he gonna go? He's gonna go right there. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, he goes here. Let's do this, because I just, if he pushes, I can take. It's getting in the danger area. I gotta push him out. I can't mess around with it any longer. He takes, I can take, and take back, and I get a couple pieces for the. Okay. Let's go here. Threaten mate. He can push. All right. That was an easy one. He missed the mate threat altogether. Let's do a quick game review. That puts me up to 2142. And let's see. Okay, 87.4%. That is actually not bad. Now let's go and look at the game itself. All right. My opponent went e4. and I always come out with b6, and that's just basically, I think it's a little bit more confusing for my opponent if I start with a Owens defense. He brings his pawn, I bring my bishop out, and like I said, I'm seeing this set up more and more all the time. And I'm going to push my g6, and then if he pushes f4, I will hit it with immediately f5. And he can't take because the bishop takes this pawn and will end up winning the rook. And there are scenarios where he can try to complicate it, but when it's all said and done, you're just up material. All right, so, and he plays his knight. Now this is the move I haven't seen. I continue with, well, let's see, the engine actually likes bishop to g7 and d6. E6 is like the fourth choice on the list here. And I went with the d pawn because I'm thinking, well, you know what, if he pushes, I'll still push. And then now I got two pieces just defending that square. And he pushes, and I push. He did not take back. And let's see, the engine likes bishop d7, knight to c6. I don't see the purpose of bishop d7. I take, he takes with the knight. I bring my bishop around. He brings this other knight, and now I bring my knight to c6. And here the engine just has white plus 0.92. White has more space, and he's got control of this square. But in the Hippo, we're down quite often on the engine side of it. All right, now I castled, and the engine still likes, 0.56 to white to the good. All right, he brings the bishop out, and now engine likes c5, but it seems to me like that's just a little too much premature. I suppose if I go c5, if he takes, no, I can't take that off because then I could take it off. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a move I would actually consider. And I play the a pawn just to keep the bishop out of this square and also to keep it from going to a6. He drops his other bishop back, and I bring my knight out. Okay, now he brings his bishop, and knight to b4 here would have actually forced this bishop to move or lose it, or exchange it rather. I bring my queen over, just getting out of the pin. He takes, I take, and he defended. And I had the bishop pair, so I just dropped right back, keep the bishop pair. He brings this knight in, and I bring my knight back around to reroute it. His queen comes in, and then, I know his queen's coming this direction, going to hit on this. It may even come this direction. Bring my knight up, and it goes to the one square that he can put it on, and I have to push his knight out. He goes knight to f3, and I'm thinking, if he slides this way, I'll just take the pawn. Well, of course, he's not going to do that. He's just going to slide over. And now, I drop my knight back. Here's where I'm starting to just, kind of dance around with my knight. And he's got this protected now. But now the long diagonal is open for my bishop. And later in the game, that will actually come into play. Okay, I bring my knight back. He takes, I take, and now he brings his knight in. And now here, I don't mind giving up the rook and the pawn for the bishop and the knight. And I'm pushing this just to, you know, kind of, well, let's go back. When I was looking at this, I was like, well, you know what, I'll push. You know, I don't want him to push, and I just take. Because I didn't want him to start pushing down the board and push, and end up getting a knight or a pawn right there. So I put my pawn there. He brings this queen down. And now, all right, so I push the d6 pawn to force him to make a decision with his knight. Best choice was, you know, according to the engine, was knight to c4. He can't play knight to f3 simply because the bishop will take him. But he traded off. And now it's minus 2.37 in black's favor because you just don't want to give up 2 pieces for a rook in this situation. He brought his queen down, and he's like, you know, he's going to cause problems. I figured he would just go right here. And I bring my queen over because I'm threatening mate. Now he could check me here. I go king here, and then rook d2, and he stops the mate threat. But he gets greedy. Well, I don't know about greedy. He just went for the wrong pawn, and that allowed me to get the checkmate. It's probably just an even game, and he just blundered there at the end. But with that, that'll be it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.